He'll buy some time right. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. On first down, Vick, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Off the play fake, Henry. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Off play action. Henry. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Henry. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Off play action. Henry. Flush to it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And they're going take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They'll try and throw for it here. Try to lay one up deep. And now here is another interception. And he it's on the ground. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here. But that will be how this first half comes to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Montana sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Michael Vick there to make the grab. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Justin Tucker for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, get me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way up to the 47-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 1st and 10 for Montana and company. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Henry. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that
and now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Lane. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, Henry. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On first down, Montana. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. The Bengals drive about to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll run on first down. Vick. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They will look to throw. Montana. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Myles Jack with a sack. So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is 2nd and long. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now Montana. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a third, but not to be, and it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Throwing on first down. Henry. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed. It got his man complete.
In your face!
Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Marshall, 82 yards. And the Texans use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon.
Well,
there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. The up man will take it right around the 16.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
On second down, Montana. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Lane. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a man open down the middle of the field. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what they're making.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Joe Montana keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they can. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Looking to throw on second down. Henry. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on fourth and goal. Going to try to throw for it with Montana. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A big play there with now 2 fourth-quarter
touchdowns. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.